Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Mama Magma Yoga. My name is Tamu, and if you've clicked on this video today, you are looking for an Aquarius flow. So Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, the way shower, and Uranus, the awakener. So Aquarius is the humanitarian, the revolutionary, the eccentric. They're very idealistic. They believe in the commonality of humankind and lifting us up and finding new ways to do things, being the crest of the wave of new trends, of new thoughts, of new ways of being. The chakra associated with Aquarius is the root chakra. They are also very rooted in in our humanity, in doing what is best for all of us, in making sure that there is equality amongst all of us. So with this Aquarius flow, we're going to have fun with challenging ourselves to think outside the box, to shake things up, to stay curious, to use our own imagination, our own creativity, to find new solutions to maybe things that we've been facing in our lives, but also in finding ways that we can give back, even if they are very small ways, to our communities and to the world at large, finding new solutions to problems that we all face. So we're going to play and have fun today. These are just things that you can focus in on in yourself and see if they apply and help you bust through any barriers you might be facing in yourself or how you give back to your community. So I'm going to invite you to come down to a seated position. I'm starting in Sukhasana, my legs crossed, sitting up nice and tall, finding length up through my spine, rolling my shoulders away from my ears, finding that front lift in the front body, that upward lift in the front body, and that downward current of energy in the back body, so that the spine is nice and long and there's a free flowing space for energy to move up and down our spine. Let's take a little moment here to close our eyes, to feel down into our sits bones, to relax our shoulders, to soften our gaze. And as we move today, I invite you to maybe repeat or just feel into these affirmations. I create space for new ways of thinking and being. I allow myself to be unique and authentic. I merge my intuition and my capacity for reason. Let's take a deep breath in together. Nice inhale through the nose. And a long breath out as we relax our shoulders a little bit more, relax our thighs a little bit more, really feel down into our sits bones, our foundation. Then we'll bring our palms together at our heart, flutter the eyelashes open, interlace our fingertips, press the palms forward, up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. And on an exhale, we'll float those fingertips all the way down and back, opening through the chest and the shoulders. Palms come together at the heart. Interlace our fingertips. Press those palms forward, up and back. Nice deep breath in. And a nice long exhale as we gently and slowly lower those fingertips down to the earth. Last one, palms come together, interlace fingertips, send the palms forward, up and back, lifting up nice and tall. Inhale in, exhale, float those fingertips down. Nicely done. Keeping your right heel foot where it is. We're sending the left leg out long beside us. Finding a nice opening on the inner thigh, connecting to our root a little bit here. We're going to bring our left palm to the inner left thigh. Reach our right fingertips up towards the sky, finding a nice lift in both sides of the body. And then we're going to lean over to the left. Try to keep our chest open, maybe even taking our gaze up towards the ceiling or the sky, whatever the case may be, so that we roll that shoulder back. Keep our heart nice and open, our chest nice and wide, feeling that stretch down the right side of the body. Breathing nice and deep. Then we'll bring it all the way back up through center. Find our way here and float our right fingertips down. We're simply switching sides, bringing the left heel in, sending the right leg out long beside us, feeling that stretch on the right inner thigh. Perhaps we point those right toes up towards the sky. Find a nice tall lift. Right hand to the inner right knee or thigh. Left fingertips reach up towards the sky. Find your space, your length. And then on an exhale, you're leaning to the right, relaxing that left knee down, keeping the chest open, maybe looking up towards the ceiling, rolling that shoulder back, reaching towards those right toes with the left hand. Maybe we'll never make it there. I don't think I will. Enjoy the stretch. Let your head grow heavy, your neck grow nice and loose. One more breath here. Lovely. Bring it all the way back up through center. Float those fingertips down. And we're going to send both legs out long in front of us. We're going to create a little bit of heat here. We're bringing our palms behind us, fingertips pointing away from the body, rolling our shoulders back, lifting on up through our sternum, finding a nice engagement with our core here. So navel is hugged towards the spine, shoulders are rolled back, crown is lifted up nice and tall. Now you can stay here just finding this nice chest opener, or you can join me in building some heat. You're going to press into your heels and lift your bum up off of the mat, pushing those hips up towards the sky, pushing yourself out of your shoulders, reaching through your chest, breathing nice and deep, pressing into your fingertips and your knuckles, reach through your crown. One more breath here. And on an exhale, we're gently floating those sits bones back down to the earth. Whew. Shake it off. Roll those shoulders if you need to. And I'll meet you on all fours. We're finding ourselves in a tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees underneath hip points, fingertips spread nice and wide. So be really meticulous with your placement in this flow. Stay curious about your body. Beautiful. Once you've arrived, we're going to inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round through the tailbone, curl up through the spine. Let the crown drop as you push the earth away from you. Spread your shoulder blades. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward, lift through the crown. Maybe this time you wag your tail. And on an exhale, we round through the tailbone, curl up through the spine, push the earth away, let the head grow heavy, the neck grow loose. Last one, inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward, lift through the crown. And exhale, round it through, push the earth away from you. Enjoy this move. Beautiful. Bring it back to a nice neutral spine. Walk your palms past your shoulders a little bit, keeping those fingertips spread nice and wide. Claw through those fingertips, curl your toes under, send it up to a downward facing dog. This is our first dog of the practice. So take a little minute here to bend through one knee and then the other, pressing your heel down towards the earth. Maybe it comes nowhere close. Maybe you tick-tock through the hips. Maybe you dance the feet around. Press your heart towards your thighs. Push the earth away from you. Feel that stretch in your armpits. One more breath. Beautiful.
Then you're going to make sure that your feet are in line with your hips. So there's a bit of space between the toes. Your feet are not flush together. You've got a nice foundation here. You're grounding down through the left heel, lifting the right leg up towards the sky. Find your three-legged dog, lifting that leg as high as it will go, using your glute, your right inner thigh. Nice deep breath in here. On an exhale, you're bending that knee, bringing it into the chest, coming forward into a plank. And then you'll step that right foot up between the palms, finding your nice low lunge, lowering that left knee down to the earth. Take your moment here, open through your hips, adjust your shirt if you need to, roll your shoulders back, lift through your chest, lift through your crown. Keep that front foot engaged. One more breath here. Nicely done. Now we're going to take it into a bit of a challenge here. We're going to plant our palms, make sure we feel nice and secure here. Curl the back toes under, lift that back knee again. Now find some nice buoyancy here. Really ground down through the palms. Make sure you feel really sturdy on that back foot. Then you're going to take your right foot, lift it off the mat, and send it off of the left side of your mat. So right foot off of the left side of your mat. Then you're going to roll to the inside of your left foot. Lean into your right hand and reach your left fingertips up towards the sky. Woo! Building some heat. Push those hips up towards the ceiling. Stack that left shoulder over the right. Really ground down through that right palm. You've got it. One more breath. Nicely done. Left hand comes back down to the earth. We step that right foot back up between the palms. Allow ourselves to lower that left knee back down to the earth. Phew, you've got this. When you feel stable and you can see your whole right foot, you're reaching your fingertips forward, up and back, lifting on up into your crescent. You can stay up nice and tall here. Rearrange that front foot a little bit so that you've got some stability. Maybe you sink down into your hips a little bit. Relax those shoulders. Then we'll take a deep breath in, maybe looking up towards the sky. Exhale, we float those fingertips down behind the tailbone. Allow them to interlace. And then we roll our shoulders back and press our chest forward, relaxing through the shoulders as much as we can. And then we'll see if we can extend the knuckles down and away from the body. Really getting a nice chest opener here. Engaging the core, tucking the tailbone in. One more breath. Lovely. Release those fingertips. Allow them to come all the way back down to the earth. Curl the back toes under if they're not already. Lift the back knee. Step the left toes up to meet the right. Find yourself in a forward fold. Now remember, in a forward fold, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. You can clasp opposite elbows. You can rock side to side. Let your head grow heavy. Your neck grow nice and loose. Your shoulders relax. Your jaw is soft. One more breath here. Nicely done. We're going to come up to standing. So bend your knees, drop your hips, lift your chest, send your arms wide, reach all the way up, finding your way to a nice tall Tadasana. Maybe you find a bit of a back bend, looking up at the ceiling. Exhale, palms come together and they float down to the heart. Get your fussiness out, adjust what needs to adjust, pull up your pants, rearrange your shirt, relax your shoulders from your ears. And we're going to allow our hands to come down to our sides, letting the arms get nice and heavy and soft. And we're going to gently open our feet a little bit wider than our hips, finding a nice soft bend in the knees. And we're going to start twisting from side to side. So the arms are not active here at all. They are passive. So they're
responding to the twist, responding to momentum, allowing them to flop and maybe slap ourselves in the butt. We can close our eyes here if we want to, feeling into this motion, activating some energy in that Vata dosha. Maybe allowing us to get a different perspective on things. Keep it going. Doesn't have to be fast. You can keep it nice and slow and soft if you want to. Or you can speed things up and let the arms really flail. Finding some movement here. We're going for one more breath. And we'll gently bring it back to stillness. Maybe flutter those eyelashes open if they were closed. Find our way to the top of the mat. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Then we find soft knees. We inhale, reach it all the way up to the sky. On an exhale, we slice it all the way down, finding our forward fold. On an inhale, we find that halfway lift, fingertips on shins or on thighs, figure 7 shape with the body, shoulders roll back, chest press forward. Exhale, we bow it all the way down. Nicely done. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step it back to a plank position. Finding your plank, pushing the earth away. Remember, you can always lower your knees and find a half plank. That's not cheating. It's still awesome. You're finding strength, pushing the earth away from you. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Come on to the tops of your feet. Push down into your pubic bone. Reach your fingertips out behind you. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. On your next inhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders. Reach back with your fingertips. Exhale, bow it all the way down. 2 more. Inhale to lift. Exhale to bow. Last one. Inhale to lift. And exhale to bow. Palms come underneath the shoulders. We push ourselves up to all fours. And then we make our way back to that downward facing dog. Pedal it out again for a moment. Reestablish your connection to the earth through your fingertips. Take pressure out of those wrists. Maybe you nod your head yes and no. Get nice and loose in the neck. Take a breath in and a breath out. All right, let's take it to the other side. We're grounding down through the right heel. Left leg rises, really pushing up with that foot, finding that engagement in our glute and the inner thigh. We take a breath in. Exhale, we bend that knee, bring it into the chest, come forward into a plank, and then we step that left foot up between the palms and allow our right knee to come down to the earth. Take a little bit of a moment here, gather your breath, adjust what needs to adjust, lift your chest, lift your crown, roll your shoulders back. One more breath here. All right, let's take that fallen triangle on this side. So we're going to ground down through our palms once again. Curl our back toes under if they're not already. Lift that back knee. Now find your stability here. Really engage, lift those hips. Then press down into your palms. Lift that left foot and send it off of the right side of your mat. Already a lot of engagement here. We're rolling onto the inside of the right foot, leaning into the left palm and reaching the right fingertips up towards the sky. Push your hips up, really engage that side body, press down into that left hand, reach through those right fingertips. It's snowing outside my window right now. Beautiful to see on all the trees. One more breath here. Nicely done. Right hand comes back down to the earth. We bring that left foot back up between our palms and lower that right knee back down to the earth. Good for you. You did awesome. Pat yourself on the back, get yourself nice and stable, and then we'll reach those fingertips forward, up and back, coming back up into that crescent. Remember, you could drop the hips a little if you need to. Stay engaged with that front leg. Then we'll inhale, reach the fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, float them down behind us. Interlace those fingertips with the other thumb on top this time. And then first, roll your shoulders back. See if you can relax them back and open through your chest. Then maybe you'll find it possible to reach the fingertips out behind you, launching those thumbs off of your tailbone. Opening through that chest. Nicely done. Inhale in. Exhale, release the fingertips. Woo! Bring them down to the earth. Curl the back toes under. Lift the back knee. Step the right toes up to meet the left. Finding your forward fold. Take a little moment here to gather your breath, to let the heart be calm. Nicely done. Then we're bringing it back up to standing. So you're bending your knees, dropping your hips, lifting your chest, reaching your arms wide, lifting all the way up to your Tadasana. Really reach, 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 reach. Exhale, palms come together and they float down to the heart. Take your little moment here. Calm down with the breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. Then we let the arms relax down by our sides. Maybe widen our stance a little bit. We're taking that knocking on heaven's door again. So you're just going to start to find your twist. Remember, a soft bend in the knees, allowing your torso to do the work here, letting your arms become nice and heavy and soft. Stir up that energy, a little bit of a Kundalini action here. We're breaking the mold, people. We're finding new ways of doing things, of thinking, of being, letting our creative light shine, our uniqueness, our own personal genius. Let's take one more breath here. Nicely done. Bring it back. Nice and gentle through to center, letting the body softly come to stillness. Bring those feet back underneath our hips. We'll find our soft knees. We'll inhale to reach. Exhale, palms come together. We slice it down the midline. Find our forward fold. On our next inhale, we find a halfway lift. Just see if you can find extension through your spine. How long can you make your spine? Exhale, bow it all the way down. Plant your palms, step it back, find your plank or your half plank. Nice long line from crown to tail, pushing the earth away from you. I find rocking forward and back helps me out here. Engage your core, tuck that belly button to the spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Come on to the tops of the feet. Reach your fingertips around behind you as you engage down through that pubic bone. Roll your shoulders away. When you're ready, inhale. Lift head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale to bow. Two more. Inhale to lift. And exhale to bow. Last one. Inhale to lift. And exhale, bow it down. Palms underneath the shoulders. Push up to all fours, finding your tabletop position. And we're going to walk our fingertips back towards our knees, lifting all the way up to a high kneeling position, making sure that our knees are underneath our hips so we've got a little bit of space between the legs so that we can ground down nice and strong. Then we're going to bring our hands to our hips, maybe fingertips point down, or maybe you work to point those fingertips up towards your rib cage, grabbing onto the top of your hip here. Roll your shoulders back and push your hips forward, engaging your bum, engaging your glutes. Press down into the tops of the feet and take your gaze up towards the ceiling, rolling your shoulders back. Now this might be where your limit is, where your bliss is today. Hug that navel towards the spine, really engage the core. If you would like to adventure some more, you're going to see if you can reach your fingertips down towards your heel. Use one hand first, and then the other hand maybe reaches down towards the other heel. So you're finding your camel, pushing your hips forward, rolling your shoulders back, no matter what variation you chose, reaching through the crown. I don't like to let my head hang back. It doesn't feel comfortable in my neck. I keep my crown nice and long. One more breath here. Nicely done. One hand at a time, we bring those fingertips back to our waistline. Whew. Roll through the shoulders. Bring the knees together. Send the tailbone back towards the heels. Bow ourselves over our thighs. Belly drapes over the thighs. We bring the palms behind us. And allow our shoulders and our hands, our arms to relax completely on the earth. Take a couple of breaths. Let the heart calm. You can stay here just letting yourself find a little moment, a little cocoon. If you want a little bit more, you're going to grab onto the soles of your feet or your heels. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Bring the crown of your head to the earth. And then you're pushing into your feet as you lift your bum up off of your heels and lift that bum up towards the sky. So you've got some traction between your hands and your feet. You're pushing down into your knees, lifting your bum, trying to take pressure out of your crown through those actions. Really rounding through the spine, finding our bunny posture. We're taking a breath here. Nicely done. Slowly lower all the way back down. Bring your palms under your shoulders. Lift yourself up to a kneeling position. If this doesn't work for your knees, you can roll up a towel and put it behind your knees. You can sit on some blocks, or you can simply come to Sukhasana. Let's take a little twist here. We're going to take our right hand to our left knee, left fingertips float around behind. We sit up nice and tall for an inhale. And on an exhale, we journey into a twist, perhaps looking past our left shoulder. Take a moment here, breathe nice and deep. Feel that energy that you've cultivated. Maybe there's a little bit of a shake. Let's bring it back through center, simply taking it to the other side. Left hand to right knee, right fingertips float around behind. We plant those fingertips as we lift up nice and tall for an inhale. And on an exhale, we journey into the twist, maybe looking past our right shoulder. Allow for one more breath here. Beautiful. Come back through center. You can stay on your knees, or you can join me in Sukhasana to find our close. Finding a nice tall seat, letting your hands rest gently on your thighs or your knees. Letting your shoulders relax down, letting your breath really start to calm here. I create space for new ways of thinking and being. I allow myself to be unique and authentic. I merge my intuition and my capacity for reason. Take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, palms together at the heart or resting them on your body, whatever feels most comfortable. And we bow to ourselves, we bow to each other. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice, this short and invigorating practice. I hope that it serves you well, and I hope that you tap into your own creative genius, your own unique way of being, that wild and wonderful weirdo within. If you would like more tips on how to tap into this Aquarius energy, check out my newsletter on my website, mamamagmayoga.com. I'll put a link in the comments below so that you can check it out and maybe it'll resonate with you. I'd love to see you again next time. Take care, my friends. I'll talk to you soon.